What if you could fundamentally change your body's biology, your brain, your energy, your immune system in just 1 week using nothing but your mind? It sounds like science fiction, right? Well, a groundbreaking study says it's tangible and it's a reality. So let's dive in and explore the science behind this incredible transformation. This is really the ultimate question, isn't it? Can you think your way to a new physical reality? We're not just talking about, feeling a little bit better. We're talking about real, measurable physical changes. And today, we're going to talk about that science that says, yes, you can do exactly that.
So, how did they do it? They used something called mind-body interventions. Think of these as a toolkit for transformation. In this study, they combined 3 super powerful techniques: guided meditation to quiet that inner chatter, something called reconceptualization to change core beliefs, and this is fascinating, open label placebos. That's where people knowingly take part in a healing ritual called coherence healings, basically harnessing the power of pure, focused intention. Now, the setting for this experiment wasn't some sterile lab. It was an intense 7-day immersive retreat. You can really think of it as a crucible, a place designed to push very limits of what the mind can do to the body. So here's the setup. Scientists took 20 healthy people and put them through this week-long deep dive. And this is crucial. No drugs, no supplements, nothing.
To see what happened, they look at brain scans using fMRI. That's the technique that maps the brain activity by watching blood flow. They also took blood samples both before and after the 7-day retreat. And let me tell you, this was no vacation. The schedule was incredibly demanding. Over the week, participants sat through 25 hours of lectures designed to, break the habit of being themselves, recognizing and changing programs of everyday thoughts and beliefs, completely reshaping their belief system. Then they did 33 hours of intense guided meditation, and on top of that, roughly 5 hours of healing rituals that acted as the conscious open-label placebo. So did it work? What did they find? Well, the first huge discovery happened right inside the participants' heads. Those fMRI scans showed a brain activity that was literally rewiring itself in real time.
Check this out because this slide is really cool. On the left, you see our brain just kind of hanging out at rest. It's got this super active default mode network. You can think of it as your brain's chatter screensaver, the part that's always worrying, daydreaming, and thinking about yourself. But look at the right image. During meditation, that chatter just goes quiet. The brain's different departments, which usually work in their own little silos, suddenly start talking to each other, operating like one big, unified, super efficient team. And the researchers themselves put it perfectly in this quote. This isn't just about feeling relaxed. The brain was physically functioning in a totally new way, less like a bunch of separate parts and more like a single powerful processor. It's a biological sign of a more unified consciousness. It looks like the brain is on psilocybin, and based on their mystical experience questionnaires, it seems that this whole brain state actually increases the chances of a mystical experience.
Okay, so this brain stuff is amazing, but let's move on to discovery number 2, which is honestly even more profound. The changes weren't just in the brain activity. They were literally circulating in the participants' blood, ready to remake their biology from the cells on up. The first thing they tested was neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to grow and change. They took blood plasma from before the retreat and plasma from after, and they put it on neurons that were growing in a lab dish. The result was amazing. The post-retreat plasma literally made the neurons grow. And here's the hard proof, right down to the molecule. Not only did the brain cells grow longer branches to make new connections, but the key ingredient for brain growth got a massive boost. Think of the BDNF pathway as like a fertilizer for your brain, and it was in total overdrive. Another protein, which is kind of like the construction crew that builds new connections, also shot way up. And this was even seen in the fMRI. A particular area of the brain showed greater volume. It actually grew in just 7 days.
But the changes didn't stop there. The next thing they found was about the very fuel our bodies run on. It turns out that the retreat fundamentally rewired the participants' cellular engines. Their bodies switched to a different process to make ATP. That's the energy molecule for all our cells. You can think of it like this. They switched their energy source from a slow-burning log to a fast-ignited jet fuel. And why would they do that? Well, the theory is that this new super-aware present-moment brain state needs energy on demand. And this shift gave it exactly that. Okay, this next discovery is one of my absolute favorites. The retreat seems to have unlocked the body's own internal pharmacy, its natural built-in pain relief system. So get this, after just 7 days, participants had a significant jump in the amount of beta endorphins circulating in their blood, and that data was clear. This was no accident. Beta endorphin is a powerful opiate made by your own body. This mind-body work actually turned our own body's pain relief system without a pill, without any deception.
The changes even reached the immune system, but not in the way you might think. Instead of just turning it up or turning it down, something way more complex and intelligent was going on. What they found was that both inflammatory and anti-inflammatory markers were way up. Now that sounds like a complete paradox, right? But it actually points to the state of a profound cellular remodeling. Imagine a construction site. You need a demolition crew to clear out the old. That's the inflammation. At the exact same time as the building crew comes in to repair and rebuild. And that's what's happening inside their bodies.
So let's recap. We've got a rewired brain, new cell growth, a different energy system, a remodeling immune system. How on earth does one retreat do all of that? Well, the paper proposes a single really elegant theory that ties it all together. It's called the predictive brain framework. And the core idea is simple. Your brain isn't just passively reacting to the world, it's a prediction machine. Think about, let's say, catching a ball. You don't react to it, you predict its path. This theory says your brain does that for everything, constantly making predictions based on your beliefs, and then telling your body how to get ready.
And this is how those 3 techniques work together so powerfully. The lectures changed the high-level beliefs, the source code for the predictions. The meditations then weakened the brain's old automatic predictive habits, basically opening the mind to new information from the present moment. And that created this window of opportunity for the brain to start making new, healthier predictions, which then cascaded down and created all those biological changes we just saw. So what's the bottom line here? What does it all mean? The conclusions are nothing short of revolutionary. First, the mind and body aren't 2 separate things talking to each other. They're one single unified system. This study provides hard evidence that focused psychological practice can create real, widespread biological change. And this goes way beyond just feeling relaxed. This is about actively reprogramming your body by tapping into your neuroplasticity, your metabolism, and even your own internal pharmacy.
And all of this leaves us with one final incredible question to think about. If this level of biological transformation is possible in a single week, what is the ultimate potential of the conscious mind to shape our health, our body, and our reality?
We hope you all have a better understanding of what this research shows. And if you'd like to learn more about inner science, go to InnerScienceResearch.org. If you're already a member of our Catalyst community, you can join our Telegram group. You can follow us on Facebook or Instagram. And if you'd like to find out more about these retreats, go to drjoedispenza.com.
Thank you, everybody. And we're so thrilled to have this incredible paper available for you.
Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you at an event or somewhere online. Take care.
Bye-bye.